Dad! Ha! Hello, everybody, and welcome once again to another episode of Adventures in Seaport. I'm Powdrum Dad, and you are joining me as we begin to play Minecraft 1.6. It's Minecraft Bedrock Edition. And so today I am here to catch you up and give you a brief update of the things that have been going on here at Seaport Island. So there's been some advancements and some renovations that are taking place, and I want to catch you up on a lot of that. I know I haven't been actually streaming or recording much because I got to tell you, I've been a little sick lately and had to take a time off. I'm still not very well, so I want to let you know that there's been some changes. And first change that you might notice right away if you've been tuning in and paying attention to some of the different kind of ways that this looks here. You can see that in front of me there's no longer any sort of furnace array. This is where we are grabbing the kelp and putting it into our furnaces and picking them up and turning into blocks. That is all gone, although it's not gone forever. It's simply been moved. And in fact, all this area has been moved. I still have to get these chests, which are filled with there's 6 different types of wood, but that is not the only thing that has been moved. I want to jump up here and look, there's no longer a house. That has been taken down completely because the plan is to actually make a newer version on there, a newer type of house, something. Another thing that has been moved is there's no longer any sort of cattle here in this spot area. You do see a llama, and that llama is actually placed there because it seems to get in the way. It likes to. I actually taken this llama so that I could freely roam like a free-range llama over there in that island section right in front of me, and somehow it managed to find its way back, and it got into a little mischief, so I put it here for the time being. There's actually another llama here in a different part of the island. One other thing is we moved a lot of our area to the artist workshop here. And then peeking real quick, we will see that there's been a lot more chests put up. This is not it though. So we're gonna run through some of these changes. Hope I don't step on that farmland. Whenever you jump on farmland, hello, Mr. Iron Golem. How are you doing today? So it's a bright day. Let's get going before the sun sets. I want to let you know that whenever you step on farmland and you break it, then you can't plant anymore. I have moved all of the sugarcane here, and that's where you can find it. And this is where the cows are now. The cows are living here. They're populated a lot. I must have to come in here and feed them sooner or later. I think they're beginning to get populated because I'm constantly feeding them. But I did go to a biome where I could find podzol, and I put podzol down on the ground because it will simulate kind of a soil that is been affected by the cow's presence. But I built this it's bigger. It's a bigger stable, and they got different kinds of things. They got coarse dirt in there to simulate how they're moving about. I got different kinds of podzol to simulate how they are maybe leaving manure behind. And so that is an update to that. If I could bring you over here, I think I may have shown, or maybe I have planned on it, but didn't quite. I created a cellar, a pig cellar, and it got the idea out of one of Jingle Kitty's 3rd grade homework assignments. We were doing Charlotte's Web, and Charlotte's Web was about this little pig. I don't know, I need to go in detail about the book, but Wilbur, the little piggy in the story, he lived in a pig cellar, so I decided to replicate the pig cellar a little bit. And I know in the story it was like the pig cellar lived below the barn or stables, and in fact I don't know if I showed you this, but I had created a stables here. Jump over here, And there's our stables. I did have a stables to the right of me, and it was bigger. I am going to make a sort of corral, but I thought I'd set up this area, and this is where a stable hand can do his work, live, sleep, care for the horses, and so on and so forth. So I made this stable, and below it is the pig cellar. So of course you've seen the library before. I was going to put up some sort of banners that said maybe uh, not Barnes and Nobles and not anything like that. I think here in the country I live in, they have a bookstore called Chapters. No, I was going to maybe call this Click and Read It or something like that. So anyway, I was playing with fire and I created this, and this is actually what I would think would be what a blacksmith shop would look like. This is the counter which you would come and you give your blacksmith the order of what you want. It's starting to get dark. I saw the lights go on. I actually have plans on putting an armor in these two spots where they're trapped, and this is their simulated blacksmith shop. You get close to the water and close to the lava to smelt. Here's your iron anvil. There's nothing in it, but that will be some of the things that he would create. And of course there's fire going on. Now this is playing with fire because obviously fire, I could get caught. Now over here I'm having a sidewalk sale. No, I'm not having a sidewalk sale. But all that stuff in the basement that was storage is going to get temporarily moved here because this is where I'm going to move everything until I create the new player home dwelling. And one other thing that I created here was Fisherman's Wharf. That's right. You see I got boats up there. There's lodging. This is a place where the fishermen villagers are going to live. And there are going to be two of them actually, one there and one there. And they're going here and trade with them. And basically out here is the marina. And I was thinking about putting a small galleon out here in this section, plus a couple more docks, so it could look like the different places I've been to, Monterey, California, San Francisco, where they have a Fisherman's Wharf. But this is the new build. And then finally, this is where all the fishermen villagers are going to live. And then finally, the one last thing that I've done is I've moved my furnace smelter here in this section, so it's constantly burning a fuel source so that I can create a fuel source so I can put iron ore or cobblestone to turn into rock and all that sort of stuff. So the plan here is the area in front of me is going to get modified. I'm going to do a little bit of terrain changing. I have in store many plans, including a player home base, a church, cathedral, or a temple, an enchanting table. I'm going to have an armorer here, a Fletcher. There's going to be a baker, a butcher shop, and many other buildings that you would find to try to expand this out. One last thing I'm going to have here, since this is the aquatic, I've come over here. Let me eat real quick because I think I won't be able to run in case I get attacked. So my hunger bar is beginning to fill up. Okay, there we go. Don't want to get caught. So past this area, I've got a area which was filled with sand and it's now got sandstone. I'm going to take it down, but then I'm going to build this up and it's going to be a big rock out here at the edge of the peninsula. And on top of that rock, we're hopefully going to make a light tower, which eventually when I go to the end, or not, I don't need to go to the end, I need to go fight the wither, get the wither star, and create a beacon. This will be the location of the first beacon. That way I could take down my running lava, which is over there. It's currently been a kind of artificial lighthouse. I'm going to build a big rock in a kind of like coming up out of the water using cobble, stone, andesite, and then around it I'm going to mix a mixture of gravel and sand, below it, in the excavated section, I'm going to create like an underground cave. And then above the rock, I'm going to make kind of like a home dwelling. And then coming up high, about 50, 60 blocks high, is going to be a lighthouse. So that's the plans for the modifications. I know none of that stuff brings me to the end goal of fighting the end dragon. And I did manage to locate off camera where the stronghold is. So that's it for now. This is a brief update. There's been some changes. I got to tell you that I've been a little sick, and some of you don't know that I've had some health problems struggling with. But aside from that, I like to play with Jingle Kitty. This is really her passion, the game, and I'm just trying to be the Power Drum Dad support to help her and all of that. So we're getting to do some of these recordings. She's not able to record right now. What happened was we discovered that the fan cooling down her CPU on her PC has started to burn out. And luckily for us, we caught it just in time before it did any damage to her CPU. So yeah, we're waiting for a new one to show up, and it will arrive, and then she'll be able to record once again. Once she does that, I'll help her edit and upload her videos for Minecraft, for her other games. So keep visiting her on her website. She might do a vlog. It's not going to be a face cam vlog because, she's maybe have a different channel for that. But okay, so this has been Power Drum Dad, and thank you for joining us on Adventures in Seaport. This is Minecraft Bedrock Edition version 1.6, and if you like this little update, if you want to see different improvements, if you want to continue following along with us as me and Jingle Kitty play the game, you're welcome to check us out. Tune in, hit notifications if you would like, and we will be back with more fun and adventures. Thank you for tuning in, and everyone have a wonderful power day. Ha!